Aaron Rodgers, the Packers quarterback, back on the show. Do you care about the weather on Sunday?
Well, I think that no one in Green Bay is going to complain if it's really cold, I'll tell you that much.
But does it affect you? If as a quarterback, if I said you could have 32 and sunny, but then Colin Kaepernick's going to get the same weather conditions, or you could have 8 degrees as a high, what would you want?
That's a loaded question because as a quarterback, you always enjoy games you can feel the football and no wind. But when you play in Lambeau, you get used to windy conditions, frigid. The ball has a different feeling to it. It's pretty difficult at times to be effective throwing the ball, but that's why we have that Lambeau Field advantage. So I'm going to say 8 degrees. When
did you realize it was an advantage, whether it was how you guys played or how the opposition played?
I still feel it's more psychological. You know, it's just teams that come from the coast to Green Bay. You know, we have the temperatures in our field and our fan base. I think that's the main issue. You know, we don't obviously spend. We're not all from Wisconsin, so it's not like there's some advantage like that. We're all from all over the place, but we do practice in this weather all the time, and I think we get a little bit better at dealing with it.
How nervous were you on Sunday?
I was a little nervous to take the first shot. I hadn't got hit in a long time. It was kind of the preseason nerves where you just you want to take the first hit and then you kind of get into your rhythm, and that kind of happened for me. Although the first major hit was would seem to be a slightly late hit.
Did you complain?
But I didn't complain. Sometimes in those situations, it's your own guy who falls on top of you, so you want to get up first and see who it was before you start going after one of those guys, which I wouldn't anyway, because you're talking about Julius Peppers, who's a great deal bigger than myself. But I do have some good backups, 5 guys who kind of have my back. But
did you get the feeling, and it is the Bears, and they did break your collarbone, but that there was a little added emphasis anytime they had a chance to pile on?
Well, I think that's the defense's goal every time, is just to hit the quarterback. And they made some comments last week about it, how they wanted to rattle me and hit me often. And to our offensive line's credit, I don't know if I got hit on a normal drop back play, one that I threw the ball on time. So they picked up the pressures really well, which they did pressure a lot. Running backs did a good job of picking up the guys as well. And the only shots I took was when I exited the pocket. So that's all you can ask for is quarterback right there.
He's Aaron Rodgers, Packers quarterback, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. All right, put me in the huddle. Final drive. Well, we got 5 minutes to go. What's going on? How do you feel?
I feel real confident. I think the guys were confident as well. When you're backed up like that on our own 13, I believe, we talked about just getting the first down and then getting to a rhythm. And it was definitely a drive that lacked rhythm. We had a 4th and 1 play where we urged Mike to let us go for it. He decided to go for it. We run on big personnel. We're lined up in the wrong formation. The tight end comes over. We have to move him up on the ball. I looked up at the clock. There was 2 seconds on it, and it's 4th and inches. And he just kind of praying we can get it, and we somehow get that one. Then we have a weird situation with about a minute and a half where something comes onto the field after, I think there was a ball that was thrown on the field that kind of mixed up the rhythm, and then missed a pass on 3rd down to Jordy that would have put us down there in field goal range. Then we have 4th down. They check to an all-out blitz. We make a protection adjustment that not everybody gets. Smart fullback John Kuhn comes across and cuts Peppers, and I'm able to do.
Did we lose Aaron? Oh, you there? I think we've lost.
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, there. Oh, okay. That was a dramatic pause there by you.
I was actually rambling there for a while.
No, you were good. I heard that, but then after the block by Kuhn, he cuts Julius Peppers, and you make the throw, and then you went, and then you left us hanging.
That was to allow your producers to insert the crowd noise there.
Well, they're yelling at you. I think Bears fans are going, "Oh no!" But then you see, yeah. I mean, 4th and 8, you're not supposed to get that kind of coverage there. I mean, it's not supposed to happen. So you realize there's a blown coverage there. Like you're saying, how can he be that wide open?
Yeah, that's why I had to, out of my peripheral, make sure that the outside guy wasn't over the top for some reason, because as you watch the replay, Conti actually, was playing the sticks and then moved out to his right, and Bowman was playing his guy, which obviously left Randall, who wasn't supposed to run that route, left him open down the seam.
But he saw Conti just kind of, he was going to jump a route or he was sitting on something, and then all of a sudden he just said, wait a minute, I'll just blow right by him.
Yeah, he did. He saw him at the sticks. I think he was going to loop around the top of him and come back out. And as he did that, he just put his hand up because he saw nobody in the middle of the field. And luckily, him and I were on the same page.
But you get these moments, and I know you win a Super Bowl, but these moments are different than a Super Bowl. It's not at home. You're beating the Bears. It's just to get into the playoffs. You've been out with the broken collarbone. Can you contrast a Super Bowl with just this moment where you throw a touchdown pass to beat the Bears to win the division?
I mean, this is a huge moment in my career, in this team's season, obviously, and a huge moment. Obviously, it's nothing that can touch the Super Bowl, but this was right up there near the top, because we had to have a play. It's been such a crazy season with injuries and guys missing time and last-second wins, some tough losses in the middle of the season, a tie, and then here we are with a chance to win a division at Chicago, and to convert a 4th and 8 to do it was pretty amazing.
What's the scouting report on the Niners defense?
I think it's one of the top defenses annually. They're always got a lot of guys in the Pro Bowl. I think they got maybe one of the most underrated, although he gets a lot of credit, but Justin Smith, what he does on the field consistently is really impressive. They got 2 great rush ends, maybe the best linebacker tandem in the middle with Bowman and Willis. And, the secondary is playing really well, also with some veterans and some young guys playing well. I really think Reed, the young safety, is going to be one of the top guys in the league as he gets some years under his belt. And then Terrell Brown and Carlos are playing at a high level. So obviously Whitner, has resurrected his career there and had some really, really good seasons.
Clay Matthews going to play?
I would be surprised.
If he did?
If he did, yes.
Because he had the broken thumb, and he re-injured the thumb?
That's what I'm hearing, yes.
Are you worried about giving away secrets?
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in the last few days. He wasn't around the facility, so.
Oh, you don't text him to say how's the thumb, or certainly could use you to go after Kaepernick, that kind of thing?
I don't know if he's doing a lot of texting unless that's part of his rehab.
Maybe he has somebody who is a designated texter for him.
Probably does.
The mustache, so it's gone for good, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's bad.
Bad isn't good? Or just bad?
Wow, bad isn't good. No, I think not even badass either. I think it was just...
I seem to remember some of your acting debuts with a mustache. Am I right?
Was that a shout out to me that you wore a mustache, since I've had mustaches in my Sandler movies?
No, I was just wondering, was that a real mustache or was that a fake mustache?
Fake, but see, I am an expert on these, so therefore I can talk about somebody's mustache. Yeah. Would you ever dye your hair?
Because it's gray, or
yeah. Well, let's say you're 42 and you go back and they're retiring your jersey and Aaron Rodgers, and then all of a sudden you come in and you got fresh paint on your hair.
I would use just for men. I don't know about the hair. Probably not.
Well, you say that now, but trust me, in a decade when we're talking, and you'll go, you know what? You're right about it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with admitting that you dye your hair. You just have to.
There's some stuff now that puts a little bit of color back in, right? Believe some of the gray.
Wait, are you doing a commercial here?
Is there some people on your staff? Is there some people on your staff that are using that?
McLovin does use paint. I did for the last couple of years at ESPN, and then I realized HD. You can wear a helmet, but my helmet was my helmet, and people knew that I had paint on there, so it wasn't good. It was kind of humbling.
I think you're doing okay, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, good luck in the playoffs, and thanks for joining us.
You bet.
All right. It's Aaron Rodgers, Packers.